Hey up and welcome back to Football Manager here with the Journeyman with Yeovil Town. There's not as much to go over, a few games to go over. I don't think there's been any signings. No. I think we had someone go out on loan. But yeah, we've made no signings, so there's nothing to talk about there. Just a schedule. So we last left off after the 6-2 win against Gateshead. We then went to Torquay. And Cargbo scored after 3 minutes, Stanley after 6, Cargbo after 10, and we were cruising. And Beckham was having the game of his life. And then the second half, we just fell apart. They got a goal back in the 52nd minute. Stanley got a goal back, put us back to 4-1 up. And then Wilson and Bartolo got goals. And it made it really tense at the end of the game, and it should never have been tense. We should have been 5 or 6 up by half time. We weren't, and we're starting to a little bit of complacency creeping, and I'm not a fan of that. We then played Doncaster 1-0. Maguire Drew came off the bench and scored a free kick. They were bottom of the table, if not they were in the relegation positions, and they just defended well against us. We were in control of the game, but we just couldn't get that final piece, but it was a good 1-0 win for us. We then played Bromley. And as you can see, we went 1-0 up. They equalised via Ethan Ennis in the 38th minute. And we just fell apart a little bit. Everything that we've been doing good in this run in the league, we just fell apart. We were hesitant. We lacked composure. Leaf got a 6.4. He was responsible, I'm pretty sure, for 3 of the goals. He'd drop in and pick the ball up from the centre backs and then just give it away. And it was either he was trying this elaborate pass or he'd miscontrol it. But I do want to point out one thing. So this guy scored a hat-trick against us. What's he doing in this league? Because I'm sorry, he's good enough to play for QPR in the Championship. He's far better than anything we've got. Yes, physically he's not quite there. But realistically, he's good enough to be playing in the Championship for QPR. And the fact that he's playing in this league and has got 15 goals, I'm very confused as to why he's at Bromley. But that leaves us off with, we played that game 2 days ago. If you look at the schedule, we literally played... Oh, no, need to go that way. We've literally had a day's rest because they couldn't make us play on Christmas Eve instead of Boxing Day. So, yeah, we're playing Oldham, who have gone top of the league. We do have a game in hand, so a win here would put us 2 points clear with a game in hand. But it's a worry. Cargbo is now top goal scorer in the league. He's got 20 goals in the league. He has been absolutely sensational for us. But yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so here is your lineup for the game. We're going with Rose in goal, Ashcroft, Carragher, Sidic and Haste. Leaf, Staunton, Beckham, Fitzgerald, Asamoah and Cargbo with bench of Dazinski, Honorias, Wes Jones, Callan and Maguire. Right, first highlight goes here with Shackleton. Goes to Winchester, back to Shackleton, Asamoah. I don't even have a commentary for that. Oh, that was suicide football. Asamoah does really well to win this, and then to give it to Haste, who's... Rose should save that. That's a free kick here. Raglan steps over it. And it's 2-0. I think we've just hit our mid-season slump. Oh... Should Rose do better? All right, free kick. Why has Hamzid Cargbo stood over a free kick? That was definitely going wide, but when did Cargbo learn to take free kicks? That's a penalty. I think Cargbo takes the penalty. He does. Oh no. Oh no. I knew it. I knew it was happening. You just knew it was happening. Oh, that's poor. But Fitzgerald's done really well. Sidic is going to pick this up. We're not even getting the rest of that highlight. Okay. Winchester. Corner kick whipped in. Honorias clears it. Beckham's going to make it to that ball. And he's taking him. Oh, there was 2 men on there. Staunton to Biffway. Through to Callan. And Callan has got us back into this. It was good play, good counter-attacking football. Beckham slowed down probably a little bit too much. I feel like there was better options on for him. But Biffway there picks up the ball. Good little run by Callan. And then a good finish. And we're back in this game. Throw in here for Oldham. Blair on the ball. Sidic wins the tackle. Where's our midfield? Raglan. Back to Bennett. Goes over the top. And we've not followed him. What? Okay. So that's a match fixing own goal right there. I'm refusing to have this as anything else. Why is he heading that way? Nah, I'm not having that. I'm not having that. Right, Ashcroft to Biffway. Back to Carragher. To Staunton. To Ashcroft. Good ball over the top to Callan. To Ashcroft. To Callan. Ball to the back post. Beckham makes it 3-2. We're not completely out of this game, but Oldham do look like they're going to score every time they attack. It's good play. It's patient play there. Callan to Ashcroft. Ashcroft back to him, and then a ball to the back post. We'd overloaded the back post a little bit, and we've just taken Cargbo off because he's been inefficient this game. Not playing like the top goal scorer in the league. All right. Free kick for Oldham. All right. Beckham, can you get out of here? Staunton's having to come across. All right. Raglan to Shackleton. Over the top. Ashcroft, you've got to be getting that. Cross whipped in. We've headed it clear. Beckham clears it out wide. Honorias has followed it out there, which isn't what you want. Shackleton. We've let him run for... Rose, what are you doing? He's been so good all season. The past couple of games, he's just fallen apart. Like, why are we letting Shackleton run all the way through? And then how is that going in? That is full time on what has been an absolute stinker of a performance. Look at the ratings for the back line. 6.1 for Rowe, 6.2 for Ashcroft, 6.4, 6.5, 6.5. That was an absolute stinker of a performance. So Hamza Carbo gets Player of the Month again. And he's dedicated it to me again. He beat out the ridiculous French kid from QPR to get it with his 6 goals and 1 assist. I want to say, right, so I love Carbo, but there does need to be the question of the fact that when he scores, he'll score a couple, then he'll go a few games without scoring. And I think that is a massive problem for him, is the fact that he will go games where you'll have a couple of games where he just doesn't score, and then he'll bang in a hat-trick and you forget about it. So here's your lineup to take on Ultranum. It is Rose, Ashcroft, Jones, Sidic, Hayes, Bythwaite, Staunton, Beckham, Fitzgerald, Asamuga, and Cargbo. A bench of Dazinski, Honorias, Sengat Ngoya, Callan, and Maguire Drew. Alright. Throwing here for Ultranum. Amos to Clark. Cross whipped in. Rose punches. Why? Oh my god. Rose always claims them. Come on, lad. We're going at half time 0-0. There's been very little happening. Goes here to Jones. To Fitzgerald. To Beckham. To Ashcroft. Ashcroft has got room to run into. He's giving it away. And there was passes on. We've tried to slow the tempo down a little bit, hoping that works. But Haste has been done here. Oh, come on. You've got to make the tackle there, Haste. Crankshaw. Here to Lee. Goes all the way here to Roscoe. To Clark. You can feel it coming. Amos here with the ball. Back here to Roscoe. Big ball over the top. And Christian Shevchenko, I'm pretty sure that's son of the Ukrainian legend, has put Ultranum. We have had all of the ball and done nothing with it. Staunton to Hayes. Back post. And Corey Callan gets his 7th of the season. What a signing he's been, by the way. The fact we got him for nothing. What a signing he has been. Gets us a goal back. Hayes with the ball to Staunton. And then Hayes just right-footed cross to the back post. And Callan gets above Amos there and heads in. Oh, a draw here is a really poor result. Oh, corner here. Maguire Drew to put it in. And Sidic heads over. To Callan. I was going to say the ball out there is open. A ball over the top. Cog. Keeper's made a save, apparently. Maguire Drew to put this in. Why are you taking your time? We had such big opportunities to win that game then. And for some reason, they fell to Cargbo and he's having his poor run of form. And, look at the XG. Well, it wasn't a game in hand, was it? Oh, Scott Sinclair has announced his decision to retire at the end of the season. So, I didn't tell you guys, Tyler. Throughout the season, I've been applying for jobs. And a lot of the jobs I'm not even making a short list. They're literally a case of I'll apply. Like Mansfield turned me down, Peterborough turned me down. Both turned me down for the fact I've never managed to lead a club to avoiding relegation, even though that's our target for this season, and we're very much clear of relegation. We're 20 points clear. It would take an almighty collapse for us to get relegated. But a job came up and I applied for it. And when I applied for it, it was very much I'm applying for this job, and I feel like they might actually speak to me. And then I sat down and I thought about it, and I was like, it's a big club that we've applied for. If we were to be offered the job, like, what do we do? Like, and because look, we've hit a bit of a shit run with Yeovil, but I thoroughly enjoy this team. I love the players we've got. I can see the vision. I can see where we're going to go and like how we're going to do it. The fact that my tactics working, and it sounds stupid, but like realistically, I see them two be in the midfield partnership for the next few seasons. You've got I want Beckham to move over to this side so that Callan can come in here. We've got the likes of Fitzgerald, who's doing okay. Really like Haste. Our centre back partnership's good. We've finally found a good right back. I'm very happy with the team. The likes of Asamuga's really good to come off the bench. I'm excited for Wes Jones. But the job came up, and I was like, I can't not. We've been offered an interview at Notts County, they're 10th in League 2. Like, we could take over, and we're not that far away from the playoffs. It gets us at the National League. I'm gonna do the interview. A lot of it then will come into play because I know when the next what game the next episode will be. The board of please you've taken time to answer to attend today. There are a few questions we'd like to ask. See if the manager will take. Glad you give me the chance to talk to the club. Let's get down to business. You have very little managerial experience, and that obviously concerns me a little. Can you explain why that is? Because I'm like 35. I've not been in. My reputation should speak volumes compared to my experience. You may believe I'm lacking. Why do you want to leave your current job after doing so much good work there? I want to take the next step of my career, and I want that to be here. Some people might be inclined to say that you're taking something of a risk by leaving what is to be considered a safe job and looking to make a job to jump to an altogether bigger challenge. What was the thought process behind that? I'm keen to keep progressing, and I love the opportunity to do that here. With your team currently defined expectations league, are you perhaps looking to take advantage of moving while your stock is high? I've done well there, but it's time for me to move on and take the next step. Or have you felt it acceptable to apply for a number of jobs whilst employed by another team throughout your career? I feel that's acceptable when consider how long I've been in management. Club's underperforming so far. This club has been underperforming for far too long. Are you the right person to turn things around? I'm all about motivation. That's what will get the job done here. Would you be able to take charge straight away or at a later date? I'm happy to take charge immediately. Can't wait to start the job. Would you become comfortable working with Richard Montague, our Director of Football? Yeah, I'm more than happy to work with that. What sort of budget are you anticipating to need? I'd require a small budget to allow me to make some modifications before taking charge. This is our long-term vision, a blueprint we would expect to implement should you get a job. Your job, do not sign players over the age of 30, work within a wage budget, grow the club's reputation. Well, I'm doing all of that. Maximum one-year contracts, reach the playoffs, be competitive, Gain automatic promotion to League 1 next season. I'm happy with them proposals. Expect to challenge. Do you think you can do that? Yeah, I'll go for that. We have a proposed transfer budget of 115. Yeah, it's fine. Wage budget is 67 grand, but that's better than what it sounds because they might be well over. Yeah, that's happy. Think you like? No, I'm good, thanks. That's all for now. Okay. So, I don't feel great about that interview. I don't feel like that's the interview that's gonna. I think if we get that job, it's based purely on what we're doing here. So, what I'm gonna say is, next episode, we will come back for the Boreham Wood and Kidderminster games. Unless the Notts County job is taken. Because I still don't know whether I'm going to take it. It's an awkward one because of the fact that we're flying here, but this league is a bastard to get out of. Everyone knows it. So yeah, we're going to see. We'll see what happens. We'll either be back for the Boreham Wood and Kidderminster game, or we'll be back as Notts County manager and looking at the squad and going from there. So if you've enjoyed this episode, please make sure you smash that like button down below. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. All the support really does mean the world to me. Thank you very much for watching. I have been Justin, and you have had just enough.